Hey everybody, it's episode 61 of Banned from Broadcast. And well, it's a new year, 2024. New year, new beginnings, or so they say, but not for this podcast. So, what kind of topics do we have today?
There's apparently, I found an article where One Piece is getting a remake.
Yeah, I seen that.
What do you mean a remake? Like
an anime remake?
It's gonna have better animation and better pacing.
Yeah.
It'll probably lengthen the amount of episodes it takes.
No, wait, hold on. If it has better pacing, then it would shorten the amount of episodes.
It depends.
They're remastering it.
Yeah. I think that they're probably going to go by the manga, but they honestly don't have a lot of filler in the original anime.
Yeah, it's not filler, but the pacing is just trash. It takes forever to get anywhere.
Sometimes that's the best part.
Not for me. At least for what I've seen so far, I've not. It's kind of tedious in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, that's cool though. Like I'm kind of surprised. Like, isn't that gonna take like another fucking 20 years to adapt? Maybe not.
I mean, it depends on how much they adapt. Like, I'm sure that it's just going to be going over the older arcs that need like the redo.
Yeah, and they'll probably skip all the filler too, honestly.
Good.
Yeah.
They should. Yeah, that actually is kind of a benefit of making a modern version of it, is that you can get around all the stupid like padding out that the anime industry was known for back in like the 2000s and shit.
Yeah.
Like with Bleach and all that, how they would just pad out arcs and stuff, or just make entirely new ones up because they weren't like they had caught up with the manga already and they were waiting on more material.
Or like Soul Eater, where they just made an entirely new
Yeah, just a completely new ending.
story.
Did people really hate the Soul Eater ending that badly in the anime?
Yes. Well, like, people were disappointed, I think would be the word.
I liked it.
The manga is apparently exponentially better.
I'm sure it is. I've seen like panels of like scenes and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the ending of Soul Eater. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I didn't think that it was anything awful, but
Could have been a lot better for sure.
yeah.
You know what I would like, even though it's really not good at all, like the anime, Blue Exorcist season 3.
They are doing that actually.
They are?
2024.
No way.
No way, they're finally fucking doing it. That was my first and favorite anime, like, for a long time.
Yeah, they've been hinting at it for most of this year, that it was coming out in 2024.
I got Seth into...
They've already released... Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Go on.
They've already released some of the, like, I guess, concept art for some of the characters.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like Blue Exorcist.
Yeah, I've been waiting since, like, 2016.
No, I showed it to you, like, way later, Seth, because I remember...
Was it?
Yeah, it was, like, 2017 or 2018,
It's
I
not
think.
way later, that's just... I think it was 2017, because I remember watching it in 7th grade.
That was one of the first, like, 5 that I ever watched.
That was the first one ever I watched.
Yeah, and then I got you into anime through that show. I wouldn't say it's a good show, but it's entertaining.
It's entertaining. It's fun. I mean, it's not really
The
good
characters
at
are
all.
very inconsistent.
Yeah, they are.
Like, his brothers.
Yeah, dude, Yukio. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Yukio. Go on, Seth. Sorry for interrupting.
Well, we got this. When are we gonna get Noragami season 3?
Bro.
Please. Please. That was a genuinely good anime.
What was?
Noragami, did you ever watch that?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's so good.
It's pretty cool. I liked it.
It was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I thought it was neat. Had a pretty interesting concept.
Yeah.
You could kind of tell part of it was a little inspired by Bleach in terms of like...
There's a lot of anime now that are inspired by Bleach. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen is heavily inspired by it.
You know what? It was inspired by Bleach and Soul Eater, especially.
yeah.
You can tell because like there's people that turn into weapons, and they like fight. What do they call them, Seth? Phantoms, I think.
Yeah, Phantoms or
They were like-
something like that.
Yeah, they were like manifestations of people's like fear and shit, like evil
Oh, that's
spirits
cool.
and all that. Yeah, it actually is a really interesting concept, and you can tell it kind of borrowed from some other shows, but it was fun. I liked it. It got 2 seasons, and then they just never adapted a third one for some reason.
It's continued in the manga, right?
Yeah, there's enough material for a third season.
I'm gonna read it.
You know what should get another anime?
What?
Berserk.
Yes. Oh my.
Berserk. What do you mean, Breanna? We have Berserk 2016. That's the best thing ever.
Dude, if Mappa's gonna like take on all these shows, the one they should do is Berserk 100%.
Oh, definitely.
Like their animation is top tier, so why not put all that effort into making like a really good Berserk adaptation?
Yeah. Or even like Studio Bones or Madhouse.
Yeah, any
Studio
of those.
Bones still make stuff.
Yeah.
I believe so.
They're the ones who do My Hero
Still, I thought that
and
was
Mob Psycho. Well, Mob Psycho's over now, but
Yeah, they did Full Metal Alchemist. I know that, and Origami.
oh, I didn't know they did those two. I know that their big one is My Hero, and it was Mob Psycho. Pretty good, at least on the Mob Psycho side. I wouldn't say that My Hero has a stellar animation anymore.
No.
My Hero used to have good animation. It did. Like, first 3-4 seasons, it was pretty good, but it has fallen the fuck off, just like the story.
Already in, titled this segment, Were Weebs, question mark.
We're weebs, too.
I need to finish watching Mob Psycho.
I love Mob Psycho.
What I really need to watch is Psycho-Pass.
I've heard that's good.
They just had a movie come out, which is awesome. But I've heard it's pretty good. So I started watching a little bit, but I just lost. I watched it during COVID. I kind of lost interest.
I thought it was an older show, like from late 2000s or somewhere in that time.
I think it was like 2012 or something.
Oh, okay. Speaking of shit that's getting like not a remaster, but a sequel, Megamind is supposedly coming back.
Yeah.
Nick and I were actually talking about this a little bit before we started, but given it Bree, you found that like article where it was kind of describing what apparently it's a TV show. First of all, it's not a movie, and the synopsis that Bree sent us was this like saying, "Oh, Megamind becomes a social media influencer or something."
No, I hate that.
I was like, why? Why would you go in that direction?
I don't know.
I don't understand. And they were like, oh, Will Ferrell might not even return. It's like, what do you mean?
He's gonna be voiced by Chris Pratt.
It's a me, Megamind.
God, there'd be riots in the streets if that happened.
He didn't even deserve to voice Garfield.
Or Mario.
They should have brought back the old voice of Garfield. I think he's ancient now, though.
He didn't even try to do an impression. He just talked. That's it.
That's all he does. He just talks. He did that in Mario too, right? Bree, you watched that.
Yeah. For the most part. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be like more of a Brooklyn accent, like for the really, really old Mario games.
Oh, okay. Well, at
And
least
they
he
did
tried.
like the stereotypical Italian accent in in a infomercial.
It's just racism. The new Mario movie.
They literally could have gotten his actual voice actor from the video games.
Why didn't they? Just
I don't
because
know.
big celebrity hire. Oh my god.
They have enough money, I'd assume.
They do. Yeah, of course they do.
And I'm sure that he'd be fine with, whatever.
Of course he would. He's fucking Mario, dude. Also,
Yeah.
more money for him. So, like,
Yeah.
yeah. Who made that movie? Was it Illumination?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm not really
for Mario
surprised then.
movie, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a bad movie. He wasn't really great, but it was a good enough movie.
The animation looked pretty damn good, I will say that.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's one of the better, video game movies.
Probably, yeah. Because they're always notoriously shit. It looked fun.
Though I think that there's been some better video game movies lately.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Wasn't there an Assassin's Creed movie? Yeah.
There was, yeah.
There
like,
was also a Hitman movie.
Yeah, I remember the Hitman movie.
Oh, I know a video game movie that came out recently, Uncharted, with Tom Holland.
Apparently that one wasn't very good.
Yeah, apparently it was shit.
Tom Holland is the Chris Pratt of live action.
I was about to say that. He gets like, Tom Holland also gets like casted into these roles constantly where he just doesn't belong.
Yeah. Mr. Frog in his mouth.
Yes. Yes, Bree, I understand that.
Yeah, I'm really like, I wouldn't even say I'm cautiously optimistic about the Megamind sequel. I think I'm just there's just caution. I'm just scared. Because like that premise, if that's real for a premise, that does not inspire hope to me at all. I could think of so many better plot lines you could have gone with. He kind of had a little bit of a sequel way back, the Button of Doom short.
Yeah, Button of Doom.
Yeah, I actually rewatched that the other day. It still holds up. It's still good. And it kind of gives you a little taste of like what a sequel might be like. Because he's kind of trying to come into his own as like a hero and shit. Like, why not just expand upon that in a sequel series and then introduce like a new antagonist?
Because they gotta be hip and cool in social media.
It doesn't even sound like it'd be a villain of the week premise. It's like, oh my god, I have 65 followers on TikTok. Can you believe this? And then that's
like how are they gonna make that into a series?
Maybe they could make something interesting out of him, like recording like fights with villains.
I mean, I can see it.
That I could think of.
It's still like, that just sounds so obnoxious to me.
Yeah.
Like, even that is just like, why? Why do you have to involve social media? Like, fucking, what's the point? Whose idea was this?
What do you guys predict is going to happen in 2024?
Hell on Earth.
Hell on Earth, yeah. That's every day now.
Yeah. It's every day of my life.
There's a 1 in 11 million chance Earth gets hit by an asteroid, and I guarantee we're gonna fucking get it.
That's what they say every year.
In 2029, there's like a 3% chance this one's gonna hit Earth.
3%?
Yeah, 3%, which is very high considering ones before.
You know, maybe it'll wipe out all the other podcasters and we'll be the number one.
We can only hope.
It wipes out just the Serial Killers podcast.
Serial Killers and Joe Rogan. We hate your podcast.
Yeah.
I don't like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan kind of sucks, honestly.
No, I don't mind him. I don't dislike a word.
He's a huge dumbass.
I used to watch some of his stuff, only with like the musicians that he'd bring on.
Yeah, I watched some of his episodes because his guests are infinitely more interesting than he is. Like, I don't watch the show for him, and even then it's very
I don't think
few
really
and far
many
between.
people do.
Yeah, no, he's just like an idiot. Like, when he has like people on who discuss some of their political takes, he's like a chameleon. He just immediately adapts to whatever their politics are, and he'll go back and forth constantly. Huh? That's not a hot take. Just like watch clips of him with like different
Joe
guests
Rogan's
on.
gonna show up at your doorstep, dude.
Good. I'm gonna.
His nipples are going to rub against his door.
His nipples are gonna be protruding through his shirt. He's grabbed you by your neck and just throws you through a wall.
You see the camera just pan towards him as he's talking to me, and you just notice this like rising on his chest, like underneath his shirt.
I still can't believe he's related to Mikey and Gerard.
What? How?
Cousins.
They're cousins? That's cool.
Imagine having that many famous people in your family.
Yeah.
Bree met Mike. It was Mikey, right?
Yeah, it was.
Did we ever talk about that on the show?
No, we never did.
Yeah, Bree literally met a huge celebrity. I don't know if we talked about this before.
I was shaking. It was the best moment of my life.
Wasn't it like this last summer?
Yes.
It was like at a gas station in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. She ran into fucking Mikey Way from My Chemical Romance, which is just insane.
And the chances of that were like so slim. Not only that, but I didn't notice him, he noticed me. Because I was wearing a My Chem shirt.
He's like, oh my god, you're Breanna from Banned from Broadcast. Can I get you Imagine if you weren't wearing that shirt, Bree.
He wouldn't have, like, came up to me.
Did you say it was like his wife who noticed you or something?
No, it was his like mother-in-law, I believe.
Breanna went up to Mikey and said, "Can I have your autograph?" And he said, "Sure, if I can have yours."
I didn't even get his autograph. I got a picture with him, though.
Yeah, that's better. That's actually way better.
Is actually, yeah. But if you got an autograph, you might have been able to sell it for like $1 bajillion.
I wouldn't have sold it.
Yeah, that's fair.
True. Pictures have kind of, like selfies and shit with celebrities, they've kind of replaced the old autograph.
Well, I mean, it's more personal. I'm going to be like that one teacher in our high school who had a picture of him with Will Smith plastered on the wall.
Yeah.
Our English teacher, yeah.
Mr. P.
Is that fake? Like, did he say that was fake? Or did he actually meet him? Like,
No, that was real. That was a real
that was
picture.
real.
That's nuts.
Will Smith met him.
Exactly, he asked for his autograph.
What did you guys think of the meme when Will Smith I almost said clapped when he slapped Chris Rock?
When he clapped his cheeks.
Yeah.
What did you think when Will Smith and the Chris Rock porn came out?
Yeah, I was
How many times you guys beat it to that? Just asking.
Too many times.
I had never thought that shit was funny. Like any of the memes that came out
Me
of that,
neither. I never really cared
thought
about
that shit
it.
was funny.
I did in the first week, maybe. Whenever the, like, actual, like, good effort memes came out.
The memes were okay, but like the event itself, I didn't give a shit about because I don't care about Will Smith and I don't really know who Chris Rock is. So
You don't know who Chris Rock is?
well, I mean, I do, but like I don't pay attention to anything that he's done.
The donkey from, or not the donkey, the
donkey?
zebra from Madagascar.
No, he's funny as fuck. I love Chris Rock.
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
I actually do like Chris Rock. He's a good comedian. Will Smith, however, is not.
Yeah, I don't really like
No.
Will Smith.
He's not really a good actor either. I mean,
He's not a bad one. He's just kind of, I don't know.
Will
He
Smith
plays
always
himself.
Exactly. He plays the same character in every movie he's in.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing with a lot of actors nowadays.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr., you have Keanu Reeves, Chris Pratt.
Hot take. I don't know if like the internet still loves Keanu Reeves this much, but like he's not a good actor. Keanu Reeves is not a good
I
actor.
like him as an
I've
actor.
never seen one of his movies.
But Ian, he's wholesome. He's Chungus.
Yeah, I know he's wholesome 100 guys.
How could
but,
you
like,
say that?
I won't say he's one of the best actors out there, but I still like him as an actor. I definitely liked him in his younger roles.
He's not bad, but he's not really good either. He's just fine. He's just kind of subpar, you know? He's decent, I guess.
I don't think they praised him originally. They never praised him originally for his acting skills. They just praised him because he was supposed to be such a wholesome, genuine, down-to-earth dude, and he always gave away like his left nut to people at gas stations and stuff. And like they met him once, and he was like gave them $1 million. But then they started saying he was a really good actor. Like,
yeah, it's because like the praise just kind of became like everything he does. Which, like,
I mean,
people...
he's a good person, it seems.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
He seems like one of the better people in, you know, big actor land.
Big actor land.
My brain is not working today.
I love when Bree just loses her words because they just say, like, the most random shit.
So what did you guys do this summer? I went to big actor land.
I met Mikey Way in big actor land.
I'm actually an AI, but I'm more A than I.
I know where that's from.
I've been saying that a lot. I get these phrases in my head and I keep repeating them over and over. It's like vocal stimming.
No, dude, I do that constantly. It has to be fucking autism or something because, like, I constantly am just saying dumb shit to myself, like, all the time.
I'd be doing that.
I think it's like ADHD.
Yeah, I would do it so much when I lived alone that like it just became part of my daily routine. And then when my girlfriend moved in with me, I just had to restrain myself so hard to not constantly be doing it just to piss her off.
So actually, big question: who are your guys' favorite actors?
I don't know. I don't really like many celebrities.
Well, I don't mean like celebrities as in liking them. I just mean,
oh, you know what?
do you like somebody's role a lot do they constantly or consistently do good in movies.
Can it be voice actor roles as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'd say I like Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil. I think he seems like a really down to earth dude. Also, like outside of his roles and shit. I don't know. He just seems like a really chill guy, and I like his. I like him a lot. He's cool.
Jim Carrey.
I said earlier. I don't know if anyone heard me. I knew what Nick was gonna pick.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Yeah.
You just like him for his goofy faces.
Only Jim Carrey.
Honestly, he's a good comedian.
He's pretty funny. His style of humor isn't really my type, but I can laugh at his stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, we should separate this to be like actors we like for more serious roles, and then actors we like just because they're not necessarily a great actor, but they're just goofy. Like Willem Dafoe. Yes, Willem Dafoe.
Actually, I don't know if this is controversial now. I'd say one of my favorite actors now is Robert Pattinson.
Really?
Yeah.
Serious?
I don't think it's controversial at all.
I think that he's been doing really good recently.
Because he is a good actor.
He's very he was hated on quite a bit because
of Twilight.
Yeah, Twilight.
No, he actually is a really good actor. Like after Twilight and after he got a bunch of hate for that, he started just doing like these really small art house films and like really showing off his acting talent. And now he's come back into doing really big roles like Batman and shit.
Well, he did Lighthouse, which was a really good film. And he also recently played a character in a Studio Ghibli film.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Which, if you listen to it, it doesn't sound like him at all. He completely changed his voice to fit the role.
God, he played J. Jonah Jameson. What's his... Fuck, man. I really like him.
Oh, J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, yes, thank you.
J.K. Simmons is also really cool.
Yeah, apparently he played... he played a character in a Studio Ghibli film at one point.
Yeah, he played one.
Are you a dragger or are you a runner? You're gonna be on my fucking time.
For my favorite actors, like serious, it'd probably have to be either Christian Bale, or maybe like Matt Damon. He's very underrated. A lot of people hate on Matt Damon, but I think he's actually he's a fine actor. Why does he get hate? I can't remember why exactly he gets hate, but I've seen quite a bit for him. But I think he's a great actor. I mean,
wait, who was the one you said before? Christian Bale?
Yeah, Christian Bale. Yeah.
Christian Bale's cool.
Christian Bale is a great actor, and he's very good at method acting. He goes the extra mile.
Oh, he does, dude. Have you seen like
The Machinist? He went on a diet where he had like cup of black coffee, a cigarette, and like an apple core or some shit every day, and that was like that for like a month, and that was just like all he ate, and he lost like an insane amount of weight, and then
just right after he bulked up for Batman, like super hard bulked up.
Yeah,
right.
No, he's a great actor. Nutty. No, like goofy actor, they're not necessarily like good, but I love him. I think is Mike Smith, the guy who plays Bubbles on Trailer Park Boys. He actually has a surprisingly good like vocal range, and I just love him. He's great.
Yeah, Christian Bale is he's like a freak in nature, like his genetics and shit. Like the way he can just, like you said, lose all that weight and then immediately gain it back and like have all this muscle built up and shit.
That's a talent. Nuts.
Yeah,
this is like actually. Also, he's got trainers, I think, and there's specific people in Hollywood that are trained to help you like dramatically lose and gain weight.
Speaking of rapidly losing and gaining weight, Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, true. Yeah, he also can do that pretty well, it seems.
Yeah, and also he's a really good actor.
I don't think I've actually watched. I mean, I'm sure I have, but
Joker.
Besides Joker, like I don't think I've actually.
I did not watch Joker.
Really? You never saw it? It's good. You should watch it. I think I've only seen it twice. I've not seen it since we saw it in theaters. I'm not sure why I've never rewatched it, but it's a good movie.
I think Ethan Hawke is a really good actor too.
Who does he play?
He was the father in Sinister, and he also played the Grabber.
The
Oh,
grabber.
yeah.
He played the ass snatcher.
Yeah, he played the ass snatcher in that movie. I remember that. It was pretty scary. No, those were good movies. I really liked Sinister and Black Phone. Do you have any favorite actors, Nick, besides Jim Carrey?
Oh, Jack Black.
Jack
Yeah.
Black. Oh, yeah. Fucking.
Honestly, yeah.
What do you guys think of Kung Fu Panda 4, by the way?
It looks
only
interesting.
briefly saw
I'm
the
kind of
trailer.
excited.
I think it
for
was good, but they should have stopped at 3.
I think so too. When I heard that announced, I was like, oh,
Just leave it
why,
alone,
though?
dude. Let it die.
I mean, it could turn out to be good.
I'm
I
sure
hope
it
it's
will be
good.
good, but they're just milking it. Like, it's 4. There's
I
4
don't think
fucking
I've seen
movies.
past the first one.
2 is the best one by far.
2 is very
Like,
good. I watched
2
2.
is extremely good movie. Really fucking good.
I guess the Furious 5 won't be in the 4th one.
Wait, that's so weird. What, did they die or something?
No, they're just not there, I guess.
Why?
It's supposed to be. I think
Oh, it
I
is
think
an
it's supposed
older-
to be the last. It better be the last one because it's supposed to be like a passing of the torch style movie. Because the other protagonist is like a new character and she's getting
That
trained.
makes sense.
Yeah, which is cool.
Little do you know, they're going to pump out spin-offs after that.
They're gonna pump him out until he's 87.
I think they did make 1 or 2 Kung Fu Panda TV shows back in the day.
Oh yeah, they did.
You guys notice that DreamWorks has this weird thing where it's not weird. I understand why. I just think it's interesting. Their movies are very high quality, but their TV shows have like some of them have the lowest fucking budgets for animation and just writing in general. Like they have very low budgets, and that's kind of what I'm afraid that this Megamind show is going to be like.
Yeah. That's why
When I heard it was a
scared.
series instead of a movie, I was like, because DreamWorks series, and it's still to this day, like they just had a Bad Guys. I watched Bad Guys and I actually did kind of like it. I
thought that
liked
was
it quite a
good.
bit. Yeah, it was a very good movie. But they had a holiday special just come out, and it is like horrendous. Like it is like the writing is just like it is a. Like, I don't think it's a series. I think it's just a holiday special. But, like, there's, like, no stakes, really. Like,
Really?
it's weird because there's, like, the problems that they have in the movie are not enough to really, like, build the plot. It's just kind of, like... I can't remember. I watched the video
Lazy.
on it, but...
Like
yeah,
lazy
very
writing.
lazy. And DreamWorks series, their animation is very distinct. It's, like, very low quality. And you can tell that... It's not stiff. I don't know how to it's so weird how to describe it, but it's like you notice it in all of the DreamWorks like animated stuff. Like I noticed it in like the Madagascar like back then, the series they had. Like just yeah. It's so
I think
weird.
I know what you're talking about.
But they're
It's
they're
like-
usually like very subpar. And I'm kind of afraid this is what's gonna happen to this Megamind show.
Another thing that DreamWorks does with their TV shows that I noticed is I brought up the Kung Fu Panda TV show. There was one that was like that I mean, as a kid, I don't remember much about it, but I think, Seth, you and I watched it, and it was like kind of poorly animated. I think it was on Nickelodeon or something. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they made that, and then there was a How to Train Your Dragon show that was...
I remember there was actually I think 2.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. There was those 2 original ones that I think the How to Train Your Dragon show was out before the second movie released.
Yeah.
So it was pretty old. But after that, like they like rebooted them or something and made another How to Train Your Dragon show with I think marginally better animation, and then they
Okay, I think I know what it was. They made How to Train Your Dragon 1, and then they made How to Train Your Dragon 2. And then they made How to Train Your Dragon Race to the Edge, which is supposed to take place in between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Race to the Edge was the that was the show that was like after the one I'm talking about. Like that was like the new and improved version, I think.
They made one called Dragon Riders that was supposed to be How to Train Your Dragon. That was supposed to be set like present day.
Yeah,
But
that
it was for kids, and I didn't want to watch it because I thought it was stupid.
no, that was the one that I was talking about. That was the one that Seth and I watched
Yeah.
back in the day, and it was not very good as far as I remember.
Dragon Riders came out after Race to the Edge, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think he's right, Ian. I think I remember.
So is there 3 then? Because I distinctly remember there being a How to Train Your Dragon show that came out before Race to the Edge.
There was
There was 100% one before Race to the Edge. I know that for sure. Because I remember years later seeing Race to the Edge and being confused on like if that was the same show that I had watched before. I don't know. Point being is that DreamWorks has a lot of shows and they're not very cohesive.
There's Race to the Edge, came out 2015. There was one that was made in 2021. There's one made in 2021 called The Nine Realms.
Yeah, no, the one I'm talking about came out like, I'd say fucking 2012 or 2011 probably.
Yeah, here's 2012 to 2018, just called Dragons.
Oh yeah, Rescue Riders. That's what it was called.
Oh yeah, Rider. There's one called Riders of Berk.
Wasn't it like Riders of Berk or something?
Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, Riders of Berk. Oh, Rescue Riders. Oh god, that is horrendous. What the fuck?
I know. Yeah, it's supposed to be
It looks like a fucking like YouTube Kids animation. What
Wait,
the
so
hell?
is that the one that we watched, Seth?
No.
No?
Is it the one that's like looks really bad?
I don't remember enough. I was like 10 years old.
This is like this isn't even remotely like DreamWorks How to Train Your Dragon. Like
if
this
it came
is just,
out in like 2011, 2012, it was 100% that one.
Nah, this is like 2019, 2022. The one you're thinking of, Ian, is I just had it. Hold on.
Riders
Probably
of Berk, right?
Riders of Berk is a short. Oh wait, no, it says. Oh no, never mind. It is Riders of Berk. But I think
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck this is. This isn't.
See, there's so many. There's like 3 or 4.
Yeah. This is the problem with DreamWorks is they love to milk their IPs.
Oh yeah, Riders of Berk is a. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was I forgot about that series. I thought it was just a short.
I noticed that most TV shows after,
Like big hit movies.
big hit movies for specifically kids, whenever they get a TV show, it's like
It's shit.
such a downgrade.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You guys remember the weird ass movie Home?
Home. Oh yeah, I never watched that shit. It didn't have like Sheldon. Sheldon was the voice actor.
Yeah.
What's his?
Yeah,
oh, dude, it has fucking Badger. Badger plays a character.
What?
Pat Jones, the guy who plays Badger. I'm looking at cast. And
Badger from what?
It had an animated series. Badger from Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. Fuck is Badger?
Ian just talked about Badger like last night when I saw him.
I did. It wasn't last night. It was like 3 days ago, but okay. I did have a question. Not really hypothetical, but something that kind of crossed my mind the other day for you guys. Do you guys have any like obscure childhood memories, like shit you kind of forgot about that you have like remembered recently?
Actually, yes, but I can't remember.
Like I'm talking about
what
like
it
weird
was.
shit. Yeah, like weird stuff that was just strange to you as a kid and then you kind of forgot about it and you remember now. I know that's kind of specific, but like
I remember recently, I can't describe it, but like dreams that I had like years and years ago. Just
Yeah.
Like, locations
Oh, yeah.
that just don't exist.
I get that
I've dreamt
too.
of.
I get that too, Nick. I will remember dreams that I had when I was like 10 years old or like remember very specific details of those dreams. I don't know why that stays in my brain. It's strange.
Do you guys ever have clairvoyance?
Like random spouts of clairvoyance.
Like, no, in your dream. Clairvoyance you see in the future, like in your dreams. I have consistently had that.
Like you'll predict something.
Yeah, but the exact memory, it's weird.
When I crashed my quad, I felt like I've seen the point of view of me running myself over before.
Yeah,
If that means anything, like that's
Oh,
the
that's
only
scary.
thing going through my head. And, like after I was just sitting there trying to like catch my breath, I was just sitting there thinking, where the hell did I see that before?
If my dreams come true, that means that it's going to be the end of the world. Because my dreams involve eldritch god beings in, like, seawater that watch me.
That's scary. Nick said he saw a vision. It's like the founding Titan and a Attack on Titan, where he just like sees the future.
I've had visions like where this one time when I was 8, this girl a grade above me, actually she like scraped her 2 front teeth. She like broke them off, and I remember watching her. Like I remember having a dream before it happened because I had saw it happen when I was walking around. And prior to that, a couple weeks, maybe like months, I remember having a dream where I was from her point of view in the exact same spot where she scraped her teeth. Exactly the exact same, but it was me instead of her, and I scraped my teeth and dream ended. And then I watched her do it like a couple months later.
Wait, Seth, you actually
consistently
did.
had. Say what?
You did something
scrape
like that.
I did have the same thing, and it wasn't in the same spot.
It's in the cafeteria.
It was in the cafeteria, and okay, so in our cafeteria in our school, in our old school, in the cafeteria, there is 2 teeth-shaped marks on the entranceway of the inside of the cafeteria. There is 2 teeth-shaped marks on the floor because when I was 7,
how hard did you hit the ground?
I hit it really hard. I was 7 years old. I was skipping like a little dumbass, and I tripped, and I hit him so hard they almost fell out. They were so loose that I could just pull them out like very lightly, and that's what
I'm surprised they didn't if they dented the fucking floor.
Yeah, they dented the fucking floor. I scraped them across the floor, and to this day, I'm sure they still haven't fixed that floor. I would remember seeing those 2 scrape marks just on the tile, and I'm sure it's still there if I go back, but. Yeah, I've had like visions like that, not from the point of view from anyone else other than that one dream I had, but like I was working on this carburetor today. I was rebuilding it, or not today, yesterday or the day before, and I suddenly remembered I had a dream of me working on it, and like 2 years ago, like working on it, and I didn't I remember waking up and like being like, I don't know what this is, like what am I working on, because I'd never have like worked on a carburetor, so I wasn't like sure what I was doing in the dream. Like I was just tinkering with something, and I was like, that's weird. And then like a whole 2 years later, I just started doing this. I remembered like, what the fuck? Like I remember doing this exact thing.
Is it like deja vu whenever you do remember it?
It's exactly like deja vu, but I remember having the exact vision, like the exact dream, doing what I'm doing, like in that moment.
You know, I have weird coincidences like that. Not in dreams specifically, but like I'll be listening to a podcast episode, like an old one, and they'll be talking about something like pretty specific, right? And then I'll go and listen to a new episode, and they end up talking about that exact same thing.
Oh, that's weird.
From an episode I just listened to. Yeah, it's so weird. I've had that happen listening to the official podcast like so many times, dude. Like at least 5 or 6 times that's happened that I remember. But anyways, the reason why I brought this up is I remembered the other day when I was like, I don't know, between the ages of 8 and 10 probably. I was like scrolling through DirecTV at our grandpa's house, and I remember it was kind of late at night or later towards the night, and like the way DirecTV channel used to work, I don't know if it's the same now, but you go on the TV guide, right? The channel guide, and you could like scroll ahead, like to see what hours for what shows were on and all that. And like I remember, because I was bored, I just scrolled all the way over to like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. And I'm not kidding you, it was porn titles or titled on the fucking channels. Seth, do you remember that? Did you ever have that?
I would scroll like forward, but I would never see like I would use that feature on DirecTV where like if I was bored, I would use the remote and I'd go forward to like 1 a.m. or 12.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about like Adult Swim shit. I literally saw like it would be like titles you'd see in porn. It was weird. It'd be like lesbian orgy or some shit like that. Like just that's not.
I mean, cable had like porn.
Yeah.
TV shows.
Yeah, there was.
Like I remember seeing that as a child, and before like I didn't know what the fuck that was, and I was like, what the hell? And like I think even though I didn't really know what it was, I knew that I wasn't supposed to be looking at that. So I'd like scroll away. But I specifically remember a couple times in my childhood I did that and I saw those. I wonder if that still happens, like if they still have like that stuff showing.
Most likely, yeah.
The sex channel brought to you by DirecTV.
Yeah, it was weird. Very weird. Cause like, I don't know, at least back in the day, like wasn't sex like a big no-no on American TV?
Well, yeah.
Like anything sex related? Yeah.
Yeah, but whenever it's like in the later night,
They
don't really care.
I don't know. I guess so.
And it's on specific channels that you have to pay for, I think.
Yeah. If anyone out there has like seen that stuff when they were scrolling when they were a child or even now, like comment down below. Let me know because I want to know if I'm alone.
I've seen that. I mean, I think I had saw at one point, like it was probably a porn. It probably was a porn.
A singular porn.
I would like one porn, please. It was like a porno title. I think I had scrolled past, but I mean, it's a pretty common thing for like TV providers to have like porn channels. It's pretty common for it to happen just because especially late at night because a lot of adult shows and stuff is already previewing and kids are in bed and it's for adults that can't sleep or whatever or want to
beat off.
Yeah. So like it's pretty common, I think. Obviously not anymore because we have the internet.
Me when I watched Robot Chicken and Aqua Teen to fall asleep.
I used to watch Robot Chicken quite a bit late at night.
Robot Chicken was really good.
It's weird.
Really
Adult Swim is very weird.
I found it too weird as a child.
You know what is weird that I saw the other day? MF Doom is in what's it called?
Adult Swim?
He's in an Adult Swim TV show. He's like the giraffe in this one. Yeah. Dude, early Adult Swim, like early 2000s, like Adult Swim was so fucking weird.
Oh yeah.
It still is. What do you mean?
It is, but it was so bizarre.
But it's so much weirder in like the early 2000s.
Yes.
Like you look at the bumpers, just the bumpers, it was wild.
What do you mean bumpers?
The
bumpers are like in between shows.
Oh, okay.
I think that he's in some bumpers too.
Yeah, he is. He was intermingled quite a bit with Adult Swim during that time.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Rest in peace.
Wait, did he die? What?
Yeah, he died in 2020. It was not much is known about him, so it was just announced that he died in 2020, and then they didn't explain like how or anything.
Oh,
wait, who died?
Weird.
MF Doom.
He died in 2020. It is pretty sad, but his identity was always. I mean, they know who he is because of a previous rap group he was a part of, but his identity was always supposed to be kind of kept a secret.
So it's kind of like a Buckethead situation.
Yeah.
Daniel Dumile.
He was actually born in London, but raised in New York.
The worst city.
No, that's not the worst.
London is the worst city in America.
No,
London is
New York.
England is England is my city.
England. Oh my god, that's so old.
Oh, yeah.
New York does suck though.
Yeah. I've been there before and it's not good.
I always forget you've actually been to New York and like DC and shit.
I just went around the worst time, I think. Maybe.
Probably.
Or maybe it's always like that.
What was wrong like whenever you
It
went
was
there?
like rainy, constantly cold.
Yeah, that's the East Coast. Also, didn't you go in January?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Speaking of like 2016 era memes, 2017, Harambe will be 8 years ago.
Okay. Crazy.
Crazy, I know.
Can you believe it, guys?
I never really thought that the Harambe meme was very funny.
Yeah, I didn't really think much of it either. I mean, I'm sure when I was like 11.
I look back on things that I even thought were funny in high school, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, Google has this feature where you can look back at your old, if your email is that old, which mine's from like when I was 9. You can look back at your searches from like
It's just all
years
porn.
ago. And I looked back and see that ones from when I was like 10, 11, 9 or whatever. It's like Halo, Arbiter, Master Chief, wallpaper, or like
R34.
yeah. Wait, what?
Seth S.
Yeah.
Roll 34.
No, what? Oh, that's what, I didn't hear what he said.
Halo X Arbiter.
Halo X
Halo X
Arbiter.
Arbiter.
Who's it? Yes, my favorite character.
Mr. Halo X Arbiter.
Like it'd be like Terraria, like Halo 4, like Halo 3 stuff.
Terraria zoologist, no clothes.
I don't know if I've ever looked back on like my Google search and shit.
You can.
Back then.
It's
I don't know.
pretty easy.
Yeah,
actually.
I don't know if I want to be honest.
If you have that email, me and Ian
Oh,
made
yeah.
our emails about the same time. We were just obviously different ages.
The email that I still use was made in 2015. Like that's my main email. So
Yeah, it was 2015 that I made mine. I was like 9 then.
yeah, I had one before that was even older that I stopped using.
I'm gonna be 19 this coming year. That's weird.
Nick turns 19 in what, 4 days? Nick?
Yeah, 4 days. Happy birthday to Nick. By the
3
way.
days.
3 days. Everybody comment. All Chum Chumblers. All right, it's official. That's what we're calling our fans, the Chum Chumblers. Chum Chumblers, comment down below. Happy birthday, Nicholas. Well, I'm just looking at this fucking image I said to hang out while I'm talking. What the fuck is that thing?
Describe it.
You look and hang out, dumb fuck.
I'm talking about for viewers, dumb shit.
It's like
I've
an
already
alien-
seen it.
Well, okay, look at it and tell me how to explain that thing. It looks like a step stool.
It's a blob, a pink blob with a baby child face.
A baby child face.
It's got like a turban. It's from the movie Home. We were talking about Home, so it's got a turban wrapped
I think
around
that's
it.
supposed to be a diaper.
It's like a circle with like 8 legs.
I want somebody to draw what we're describing
Yeah,
right
please.
now. You don't even have to be an artist, just...
I'll link this image for listeners so they're not completely clueless as to what we're talking about. Ray, you're right about your voice being an AI, like a baby child. Yes. Baby child face.
Okay, but it has like the one tooth smile that all children in cartoons have.
I've watched a movie and I don't remember that character.
Yeah, I think I've watched that movie too, and I don't remember the fucking. It's just there.
Also, what species is that supposed to be?
I don't even know.
Sheldon Cooper, dude.
Sheldon. That's not the fucking character.
young Sheldor.
Jim Parsons or Blaze. It's not even fucking Sheldon Cooper.
His name is Sheldon. It's not Jim Parsons. His legal name is now Sheldon Cooper. That's all he plays. Have you seen him in anything besides this movie and Big Bang Theory?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then I rest my case. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Well, there's the GTA 6 hacker situation.
I don't know anything about this, so...
I'm interested in hearing about that.
So the hacker that leaked GTA is sentenced indefinitely in prison. Or imprisonment in a secure hospital. He's in a psych ward.
Psych ward. He's too insane. He released GTA 6 early.
He was deemed unfit to stand trial due to medical diagnosis of autism.
They put him in a psych ward because of autism, really?
That's what it says here.
Yikes.
And he was reportedly violent when he was in custody.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's fair, to be honest.
And he also said that he would return to cybercrime as soon as possible as soon as he got out.
Hell yeah. Don't back down.
Never back down, never what?
Wait, so why is he in a psych ward?
Because apparently they think autism is worthy of being put in a psych ward, I guess. I don't know.
That's
It's kind of
wow.
archaic belief, but...
Probably like some kind of plead insanity or go to jail for however long.
That's such a... What? That's such a weird, like, thing to choose from. Okay.
Link the article so that other people can read it.
Yeah, I will. And I'll link the Sheldon Cooper picture for anyone interested. Yeah, that's actually fucked up. I thought this was going to be funny, but that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
not sure why that's worthy of prison time.
Probably because it Rockstar.
Rockstar just has a monopoly on the gaming world, so they can do that.
Yeah, something like that. And it's not like it hasn't been leaked before, because the gameplay was out before the trailer was even out, and that was a couple years ago, I think.
It was last year, or like...
It was last year?
A little over a year ago. Yeah, we actually talked about it on one of the
Passage of time
episodes.
is weird. I don't recall half of my memories.
One of our episodes was called Leaking GTA 6, I think.
That was like the last one, was it not?
No. Like before the trailer came out, like last year. All right, well, I guess that about wraps it up, unless we have anything else we want to say.
I don't think so.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to episode 61 of Banned from Broadcast. We hope you guys have a nice little New Year's Eve, New Year's resolution. I guess this will be out well after New Year's, but...
We're in 2024.
Yep, we hope you have a good New Year is what I'm trying to say.
Yay.
You can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Pandora. Oh, and actually we're also on a new platform called Castbox. So if you guys are interested in listening on there, you can check us out there as well. I think Google Podcasts is actually going to be going away in 2024.
Google Plus too.
Yeah, basically like Google Plus.
Get us to 5 stars immediately.
Yeah. Oh, and we'll have a new intro this episode, so let us know what you guys think of that. And yeah, that's about it. We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.